Named after the world's most famous traveler, Marco Polo signifies the spirit of travel, exploration, discovery, and adventure. Marco Polo Hotels did not only inherit the great explorer's name, but continue the journey throughout the Asia-Pacific region. Being an exceptional Asian hotel company with contemporary luxury properties, delivering memorable hospitality encounters for our guests is the most essential element. We must seek to make every stay and every journey special for our guests, providing unique Marco Polo's signature touches that contribute to an unforgettable experience. It is our commitment to deliver above expectations and that we ensure our guests have an exceptional stay that sets us apart. I now take the opportunity to share with you 3 examples where our associates demonstrated the Marco Polo way, reinforcing our aim to create value in every encounter.
A happy guest is one who will return, and nothing makes a guest happier than being helped in a time of need. A lady guest wrote to say that when she was about to lunch in a Japanese restaurant opposite the Prince Hotel, she went through the fire exit in search of the restroom and became trapped there. She had forgotten both the name of the restaurant and the building it was in, and knew only that it was next door to a restaurant called Tong Chu. With this limited information, she called the Prince switchboard. The operator contacted the building's management office and asked for a member of the security staff to come to her rescue. A greatly relieved guest was full of praise for operator Jenny Cheng's spirit to help and work passion, and said she would happily recommend the hotel to all her friends. While Jenny was just doing her job, she did everything possible to make sure that our guests' safety and well-being was secured.
It is so easy to say we provide exceptional service, but another to actually provide it. This must always be our focus.
Initiative is one of the most highly prized assets in an associate. Just how highly can be seen from a letter we received from a Singaporean professional working in China. While having breakfast in the Café Marco of Marco Polo Xiamen, he noticed that a cable holder for a light fixture had come loose. It was dangling over 2 stacks of dishes lying beneath the counter. He immediately pointed it out to the nearest waitress, who promptly pushed it back into place before reporting it to her supervisor with a view to having it permanently fixed by a technician. But what really impressed our guests was what the waitress did next. Even though they were apparently spotless, she removed the dishes on top of the 2 stacks rather than leave them there to be used by the restaurant's next customer. To her, those dishes were compromised and no longer fit for use, exclaimed the astonished guest. The use of initiative showed attention to detail and spirit of doing the right thing. As a token of his appreciation for such high-quality attention to detail, he enclosed $20 US to be passed on to her.
Think ahead. Do what's right for our guests. That's the spirit of the Marco Polo way.
A great example of going the extra mile is the tale of a retired Singaporean couple's trip to Shenzhen. Imagine their shock when the taxi they hired stopped not in front of the Marco Polo Shenzhen as directed, but at a nearby shopping mall. They were left to carry their luggage and ask directions from passers-by at 11 o'clock at night. On top of that, the driver had locked the door and refused to let them out until they paid him 485 renminbi, nearly 5 times the normal charge. They took a note of his license number, and when they finally found the hotel, they were upset, angry, and frustrated. The next day, Marco Polo Shenzhen's chief concierge, Justin, received a complaint report from the couple. Although the matter had nothing to do with him or the hotel, he was so concerned that he immediately began an investigation through the traffic control department. The driver was finally tracked down and made to pay back 200 renminbi, which the hotel advanced to the couple, as well as providing complimentary limousine transfer to the airport for their journey home. Far from having their holiday ruined, the pair had been provided with sightseeing tips and tour information, and reassured by Justin that everything would be done to recoup the amount they'd been overcharged. "Just relax," he said, "and enjoy yourselves." They did. And it was a very grateful couple who waved Justin and his colleagues goodbye. A truly happy ending to what could have been a disastrous trip. Thanks to Marco Polo's associates delivering service way beyond the call of duty, with the warmth and hospitality that comes naturally to them.
Associates who anticipate guest needs and deliver impeccable service are approaching their role from an entrepreneurial perspective.
We will make every effort to ensure that guests have the most enjoyable and well-free stay possible, whatever it takes.
We take responsibility for our guests 24 hours a day, just as we would for guests we invite into our home.
We take pride to delivering exceptional service and anticipating the needs of our guests in every situation.